Virgorians, how are you doing? Welcome to your reading. This one focuses on love. It focuses on romantic love, really, that sort of love that just makes our heart smile. All right. It is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. And as I always ask you, please don't just take everything that I say to you verbatim, just like that. Always search your own heart. Always ask your own heart, does this resonate as truth for me or for you? All right, so the focus period for this reading is the 18th till the 25th of March, but whenever you see it, it is the right time for you to see it. I'm going to start off by drawing for you. For all the other signs, I drew like an oracle card. For you, I'm drawing I suppose what you can refer to as a very oracle sort of tarot card, which is the Gilded Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. I'm working with 4 different decks for you today for your reading. All 4 of them happen to be tarot decks, which tells me that you are serious about things. Okay, now let's see what we have for you. Those are way too many cards. They fall out there. Okay, what's this one that's popping out over here? Ah, lovely stuff. Divine Intervention, Ace of Earth. So first of all, this lets me know, for those of you that don't know me, beautiful Virgos and cross-watchers, my name is Adrian. I'm intuitive healer, I practice holistic wellness, and for all of you that always support me, I'd like to welcome you back. And if it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. All right, we're all about the love and life vibes here, but also taking things very seriously, putting in the work so you can go forward in life. All right, so you've got Ace of Earth, Divine Intervention, Ace of Pentacles. A lot of things being taken care of here for you, materialistic things, Virgo, that you might be concerned about. Maybe, your money or your job or things like that are withholding you from, having that sort of willingness to just open your heart completely, because you got to take care of the bills, and you got to take care of the mortgage and the rent and all those type of things. All right, letting you know that there's a beautiful source inspired solution that is coming through for you to take care of those details that might feel that they are drowning you. All right, how awesome is that? Now, let's look at your tarot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your recent past, which is the energy that influences where you currently are. Then we look at the present, which is always brought to us by the past, or your energy from the past. And then we look at where that is guiding you towards. So what is coming your way, pertaining specifically to love, and whatever else comes out, we will take that as well. Okay. So your overall energy for the reading is the Empress, Virgo. This is about things actually really working out in your favor, and this is not just about that sort of, we don't really want to sort of make any relationships good or bad, but you sometimes have those ones that they're just there and they're nice for a little while, and then they sort of frizzle out. And I mean, who really wants to have that, So what you are looking towards is a beautiful, stable, solid, taking you forward in life kind of connection. Okay, so you're looking at a beautiful, solid connection that takes you forward in life, that supports your greatest being, that supports your inner wealth. All right, and everything is not 100%, even if I look at the rest of your cards, and I'm going to show them to you now, everything is not 100% the way that you want them to be yet. There are some problems that need to be, sort of sorted out still and resolved and things like that. But a beautiful outcome it's basically inevitable for you here. I do feel that for some of you, not necessarily all of you, you may have had an opportunity maybe where I feel that your mindset went towards being with the right person for you, but then that sort of overthinking started to step in again. Okay, and so it's almost like there's a, it's almost like doing like a wide sort of like a U-turn with a car, So there's this whole turn taking place, and it seems like all is lost and nothing's going to work. And then there's a beautiful realignment that's coming your way again. So if you did lose hope and you thought it's never going to work and all those type of things, there is a great opportunity coming about for you to work. And we're going to clarify your reading as well and end it off with a direct message from the universe. So we can't miss the message that is coming to you from source. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. All right. So in your recent past, we've got a Strength card, which is the Leo energy. We've got the World, which is the end of a cycle. And we've got the King of Swords. Okay. And I like that because for many other sort of energies now, obviously you want to look at the rest of your chart as well and look at maybe some of the other readings for the other energies as well, you know, especially your Venus, since we're talking about love here. And if you don't know what those things are, sorry, within your chart, there is a free natal chart link down below as well. Okay, now, so as I said, if it was for any other energy, it would have been, you know, quite concerning, but for you, this is perfectly fine. This is right up your alley, all right? It's literally right up your alley. All right. Current energy for you, Virgo, is the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is you not really causing any sort of waves that people can see on the outside, but on the inside, there's real profound work taking place, real profound life-altering work taking place. Okay, and now what is coming towards you? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got the Devil, and you've got the Moon. All right, let me just pull this shirt up because there we go, breathing better. Sort of pushed it in and I was like, oh, this is too tight. Okay. All right. So when I look at this, Virgo, there was some inner work that you needed to do yourself. You know, there was some inner healing that you needed to do. And I will put it to you like this. This is almost like an inner sort of defense mechanism that we do sometimes adopt in life to help us through, you know, sort of like the challenging periods and phases and those sort of things. But then sometimes, you know, we get so into that we actually take it a little bit far, and then we sort of need to stop ourselves a little bit, check in with ourselves, and actually realize that, you know, it's not actually them. There's actually some inner healing that I have to do within myself. And you've done that, which brought that cycle to an end, and then which made, you know, it placed you in that much stronger sort of state of faith, knowing, being, readiness for love, for life, for new things, for fantastic new things, you know, lovely stuff. All right, so where you currently are, with the Three of Pentacles, this is a new start, this is a new beginning. For many of you, you might be moving, you might even be moving to a different sort of room inside of your house, or, you know, somehow change your room or your lounge or your kitchen around or something like that, you know, change sort of like the covers, of your, like your car seats. You might be changing jobs, you might be changing departments. So there's definite change there that's taking place within sorry, your physical life, and that in itself also starts to sort of turn things around for you. I feel that for some of you, it might be that you felt that you weren't sort of like an equal stand with your partner, and it could also be that you felt that they sort of needed to sort of up their levels a little bit so you could meet each other on equal ground, and there could be that harmonious sort of balance that is so important. And I feel that for many of you, you had a direct impact on, you know, a partner or potential partner, you know, energy that you're interacting with. You know, I can't be 100% specific because I'm obviously reading for a collective here. You know, and of course, if you want to have like a reading specifically for you, then, you know, you can always have a personal reading with me as well. There is a link down below in the description. But this is about you reaching into energy, reaching into power, reaching into your strength. This is the connection going to that next level. So you may have thought that all was lost and all was gone, but I do feel that for those of you that decided that you needed to take some time out to let things sort of even out, that was actually the best decision that you could have made at that particular point in time. All right. Coming towards you, starting something new, Some of you, you might be talking or thinking about moving in together, moving maybe closer to one another, having more of a set maybe sort of plan. It doesn't have to be physically moving in together, but like, okay, so 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to check in with each other, that sort of thing, all right, that type of vibe. And I also feel that, going forward, that both of you are, sort of working together at resolving the things that are impacting this connection. So it doesn't have to be that you're dealing with somebody brand new, but the dynamic is sort of shifting and changing in this connection. So this could be somebody that you're already with, somebody that you're married to, or it can also be, sort of taking things to that next sort of level, from being friends to, being more committed in a relationship, that sort of thing. And we have to see how that is going to work out, because the outcome is actually it can go either way. All right, so let's see what that is about, because it's going well, good motivation, but I also have that it could go either way. So that is why we like to clarify, because we get to see what's actually going on here. Okay, so clarifying that Empress first and foremost, that overall energy for you over there, Virgo. See what we got over there. Just to let you know, for those of you that are interested, the Oracle card, the Ace of Earth that I drew, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Also a lot of Pentacles in your reading, in actual fact, So for you, you might be in that phase where you are getting materialistically ready in order to actually have a beautiful experience of love. All right. So that card is from the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. The cards that I'm drawing for you right now, or the cards that I drew for you, is from the Radiant Rider-Waite, and I'm clarifying using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got. Clarifying the Empress. The first card that came out, it was in the upright position and then it popped upside down. So the Magician in the reverse position, in defense position, the Ten of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I don't feel you really at this particular point in time investing too much in this connection. In actual fact, you're in the process of letting it go. Alright, you're in the process of purging from it. You're like, you know what, this is how I felt, it's probably never going to work out. Telling yourself a very sad story here, or you can call it motivation, and saying, you know what, it's never going to work out, it's done with it, I'm not going to try, but the question is, did you actually really try? Did you actually really try? All right, and that's what my question, this question that I get from guidance that I'm sharing with you, that all hope is not lost here, because with the King of Pentacles there, you might be stepping away from something quite precious, okay, something quite valuable. So you may want to rethink this decision that you're making over here, okay. You may want to rethink your choices. Okay. Let's look at that recent past, that Strength card, that inner healing that needed to be done, that inner purging as we spoke about that needed to be done. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So it was very, very emotional. It was very, very emotional that, sort of healing, because Wands is all about our inner world. It's all about our inner healing, which we need to grasp first and foremost. Also, when I teach tarot, I start with Wands. Well, I do Major Arcana obviously first, but I start with Wands because it's our inner world, and our inner world determines everything, how it reflects into our outer world, into our outer experience of life, which is the mirror reflection of life. And you got yourself a sense, I feel at first you felt free, and then you felt sort of, maybe more trapped, not so free, more in the sense of like, oh, I should probably do something, And then I do feel that you worked through your obstacles though, and there was a definite sense of joy that came about there for you, Virgo, okay? For many of you, it could be that you were spending a period of time on your own, maybe sort of tapped into your inner magic, your inner witch more, spend more time with nature, really just sort of strengthened that relationship that we have with ourselves that is so incredibly important. Okay. And I feel that you reach a very good space. You reach a very good space, a space of acceptance. It could also be many other areas of your life that you were, you know, sort of working out. Many other things, maybe friends and family members, you know, even work that wasn't in true sort of, you know, sort of balance, alignment, sort of correlation with what you wanted to have romantically. So there was a lot of inner soul searching that needed to be done there, and I do feel that you've done it. I felt that you've taken some time away. For some of you it could have been a voluntary time away. For some of you it could be that you push yourself so far that you actually got sick. But there was that moment of truth with yourself, and it really served you really, really well. We're looking at the world in your recent past, clarifying that. You've got the Four of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so now I really like this. So what was happening over here? So you were feeling good, you were like nice and free there a while. Sorry. You know, jazzing your thing, feeling all good. Really focus on your greatest good, focus on your health, focus on your body, focus on your well-being, focus on your mental health, focus on your heart, focus on all those things. Everything wonderful, great and fantastic. Like planting a new garden, your energy was flowing. All was really, 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 really great. And this could maybe be a friend that asked you, or you just came to the realization yourself. But I feel for many of you, it's sort of like a friend that would have asked you. It's like, so what about love now? So what about this person, this energy, this situation? And then you were like, oh goodness, now what? You know, why would you bring that up now? Okay. Wait. So there's one that fell on my hand right there. There's two that fell to the floor. I'm supposed to take the two on the floor first. So we're clarifying the King of Swords there in your recent past, the energy that brought you to where you currently are. Six of Swords and Three of Pentacles. Don't I just love this? Because this is you. Also remember, we've got the Three of Pentacles as we go into your current energy where we are going next. So your recent past energy is drawing into your current energy. That new beginnings, you are prepared to sort of take on the fight, you know, to shoulder responsibility that you need to. The sort of obstacles that were holding you back. You've worked through that, you know. And you're at this phase now where you are willing to go into those deeper sort of parts, you know, because any sort of relationship, connection, marriage, whatever it is, it's not always only pretty. There are those sort of murky waters that one has to, you know, sort of brave sometimes. And I feel that you are ready to brave that now with your person. And with Eight of Pentacles, this is what you understand needs to be done now to solidify this connection, you know, as something lasting for the rest of your life. And for the rest of your life, it doesn't even matter if your partner, for example, you know, passes from this earth before you. When you say for the rest of your life, it's, you know, this is the person that you're going to be with and nobody else afterwards. That's sort of the energy where you are at. And I feel that for some of you, though, even though, you know, if your partner passes, even it's almost like you need to come to terms with the fact that if they do, will you ever be ready to be with someone else again as well? And do you need to? I feel that you get this need to almost sort of have that sort of talk. Okay. In your current energy, we have got, clarifying the Three of Pentacles now, we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. All right. So this is the limiting thoughts. This is the limiting beliefs. This is so where you currently are. Remember, with Three of Pentacles, building something new, solid relationship in love. And this is more sort of like probably just in your mindset. But this is moving away from why, you know, all the reasons why things can't work out, why it's wrong, why it shouldn't be done, etc., etc., etc. This is you walking away from that, walking away from being okay with, you know, just a little bit and not enough towards more. And this is also you releasing there with Ten of Swords, those thought patterns, those beliefs, those morals, those values, those habits that are not really serving you in the most positive way. Now let's look at what is this change that's coming about for you in your current energy with the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. Damn, 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 damn. Damn, damn, damn. So, where you are at emotionally at the moment, Virgo, that is where you want to be at. That is a good place for you to be at. All right? Emotionally, there is an excellent space for you to be at. Pertaining to love, things working out, drawing to what it is that your heart desires. Excellent place where you are. If you want to think of it almost like a blessing or a miracle coming towards you. Sometimes we think and we feel that we're at the wrong place and the wrong stage and all those type of things, but you are exactly where you are meant to be. All right, by doing the inner healing and the clearance or the clearing, you have cleared all that sort of past clutter to let you be where it is that you're meant to be. This is you letting go without sort of any emotional attachment to those things that are holding you back, blocking you in this life. And I also feel that there's a realization of mind patterns, thoughts, beliefs, how in a sense this is you somehow being made very clearly aware of the fact of who is your person. All right, clarifying that 4 of Wands there for you in your current energy. The last one there, reaching into your power. You've got the Star, you've got the 7 of Wands, and you've got the 10 of Cups. This is a beautifully universally supported connection that you've got over here. Okay, the entire universe is supporting you with this connection, and that's obviously, that means that's how your alignment is at this particular point in time. It's almost like for you, this is making logical sense. Yes, you do realize that there's certain things to overcome, but you're also willing to do the work now. You're willing to sort of cry with this person if you have to do that, as opposed to sort of healing on your own. I feel a beautiful connection here for you, Virgo. Beautiful, beautiful divine connection that lasts you for the rest of your life. Okay, energy coming towards you. So clarifying the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon. And also, as I said, we're clarifying what's coming towards us. The Moon is also in what's coming towards you, but before the Moon, there's still the Devil. And then there is the 7 of Pentacles, which we are currently clarifying. Okay, that new start, that new beginning. Change in thought, change in mindset, change in focus, basically. Okay. I see somebody being so relieved that you are finally opening your heart towards them, that you are coming towards them, because this person has been waiting for you for a very long time. They've been waiting for your heart for a very long time. And I do sense that you were a little bit sort of uncertain about this. This is making you uncomfortable. This sort of powerful connection. And let's see, what else do we have? So clarifying the Devil then, 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Hierophant. All right, so you are nervous, you are concerned, you are sort of afraid about how things are going to go. Is this the right connection? Is this the best connection? This is the perfect connection for you, okay? This is the perfect connection for you. The perfect connection, okay? Really, really is. Perfect connection for you. Beautiful Virgos. And if that resonates with you, take a nice deep breath into your heart and claim that for yourself. And even if you're not a Virgo, it doesn't matter. You don't see anything by coincidence. It doesn't matter when you see this reading. If you see this right now, and this is a pattern that sort of like, makes your heart smile, claim that for yourself. Okay, this is beautiful love, and this takes you to that new next step, this new next level. Now we wanted to look at this Moon, the outcome here. Okay, there's 2 cards that fell right out, and there's one sticking out of here. I'm going to take that one. Apparently I should take that one first, which is my favorite card in this deck actually. The Page of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. You are very concerned because I feel now you are ready to go in 100%. Not 99.9%, you are ready to go in 100%, and you are very scared of having your heart broken. And I do feel that there's some work that needs to be done, but it most certainly is not a lost connection there. I want to draw you one more card for that, which fell right out. 2 of them. Okay. What do we have? So the in reverse, and we had these 2 cards first as well. 7 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay? Don't lose your focus. Alright? Don't lose your focus. You've sort of come through the dark. Alright? You've made it through the dark. You are in the light right now. Okay? Alright, and then we're going to clarify. I don't normally like to use 2 decks that are created by the same author or, you know, creator within the same reading. But apparently in this case, we are going to do just that. So I'm also using the MUSE Tarot for a direct message from the universe for you, Virgo. Also by Chris Ann, who's the creator of the Light Seers Tarot, which is a beautiful deck that we just used. Okay. And if that message resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you okay, there's too many cards. I'd really appreciate you liking the video, subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell, share if it resonates with you. I love that. And let's take the top card and let's see what's the bottom card. Oi, 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 oi. And if you want to, you can let me know where you're from. I really always appreciate that. I'm in beautiful Cape Town in South Africa. Direct message from the universe. You got the Fool and you got the Sun. New beginnings. Powerful new beginnings in love. Powerful new beginnings in love. Two of Voices came out the third time. Two of Swords, a little bit of confusion over there. But the Emperor, the confusion ends in clarity that makes your heart sing. And so it is. See you next time, Virgo.